Is Donald Trump's grip on the Republican Party the ultimate asset, or is it a ticking time bomb for the midterms? When the former president speaks, the political landscape shifts, and the recent events in Texas have proven that his influence is not just alibi, it is arguably more aggressive than ever before. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in US politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and keeps you informed on the stories that matter most. The Texas primary runoff was a high-stakes showdown that saw Attorney General Ken Paxton defeat longtime GOP Senator John Cornyn to capture the Republican Senate nomination. The result was not just a victory for Paxton, it was a definitive testament to the brute force of a Trump endorsement. Minutes after his victory speech, Paxton himself admitted that Trump's support is the most valuable currency in American politics today. But while this win showcases Trump's ironclad control over the GOP base, it has also sparked an intense debate within the party about what this means for the general election. This wasn't a sudden development. For months, we watched a record-breaking, expensive battle unfold. Trump sat on the sidelines for a long time, only to dive in at the 11th hour with a social media blast labeling Paxton a true MAGA warrior. He simultaneously brushed off Senator Cornyn, acknowledging that while they worked well together, Cornyn simply wasn't supportive enough when times were tough. This is the new reality of the Republican Party. Loyalty to the former president is the absolute baseline for survival. But there is a catch, and it's a big one. Cornyn, backed by the National Republican Senatorial Committee and Senate leadership, has warned that this victory could be a Pyrrhic one. He argues that Paxton's history of controversies, including an impeachment by the Texas House and ongoing legal baggage, provides Democrats with a massive opening. We are already seeing the Democratic nominee, James Tallarico, leaning hard into this. Tallarico, a rising star who has raised millions of dollars, is already circulating Paxton's mugshot and framing the general election as a fight against corruption. This leads us to the critical question: is this 2022 all over again? Remember the midterm mid-cycle, where several Trump-backed candidates struggled to convert primary wins into general election success, contributing to the GOP's failure to take back the Senate. Critics like Sarah Longwell and various party strategists are pointing out that Trump's tendency to prioritize personal loyalty over broad appeal electability might be putting the GOP's narrow 53-47 majority in the crosshairs. However, the counter-argument is just as loud. Many party insiders now believe that the Republican Party is effectively Trump's party. If you cross him, the political consequences are immediate and severe. He has already purged state senators in Indiana, moved to oust Senator Bill Cassidy in Louisiana, and defeated Representative Tom Massey in Kentucky. The message to the establishment is clear: align with the MAGA movement, or get out of the way. The upcoming showdown in Texas will be a litmus test for the country. Democrats are feeling a level of optimism they haven't seen in decades, viewing Paxton's nomination as an early Christmas gift. If Tallarico can bridge the gap, it could mark the first time in nearly 40 years that a Democrat wins a Senate seat in the Lone Star State. On the flip side, if the MAGA machine proves its resilience once again, it will cement the reality that the GOP is now entirely, and irrevocably, a party defined by Donald Trump's vision. The risks are high, the rhetoric is heating up, and the path to a Senate majority has just become much more complicated. This is no longer just about conservative policy, it is about the structural power and the future direction of the American right. So what do you think about this? Do you believe Trump's endorsements are the key to victory, or is he inadvertently handing the Senate to the Democrats by backing controversial candidates? Drop your opinion in the comments below, I read every single one. The political stakes are rising, and the next few months will decide who controls the legislative agenda for years to come. Stay tuned, stay informed, and keep asking the hard questions. I'll see you in the next video.